Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Continuing our recitation on Lord Chaitanya's pastimes, we continue on the glories of Lord Nityananda. Both Lord Chaitanya or Vishwambara and Lord Nityananda thus lived in Navadvipa enjoying various pastimes. We just heard about Nityananda throwing away the sweets of Sandesha which Mother Shachi had given him. We are continuing further on various other pastimes. Nityananda Prabhu was always merged in an ocean of transcendental love for Krishna, and he constantly behaved like an ordinary child. He often danced, sang, played musical instruments, and laughed to himself. In the rainy season, when the Ganga river was full of fierce waves and full of crocodiles, Lord Nityananda would fearlessly swim across and float in the waters of the Ganga. And everyone who would see him floating in the Ganga would lament, shouting, "Alas, alas, Nityananda, come back, crocodiles!" Nityananda continued to float in ecstasy among the crocodiles. He floated in the Ganges, absorbed in the mood of Ananta Shesha. Not understanding this, people would be full of lamentation. Sometimes Nityananda would fall unconscious in ecstasy, and he would remain unconscious for 3 to 4 days. One day, by providence, Nityananda arrived where Vishwambara was sitting, where Lord Chaitanya was sitting. He was absorbed in full ecstasy. Tears of love were constantly flowing from his eyes, and he repeatedly shouted, "Nimai Pandita of Nadia is my life and soul." Seeing him, Gauranga smiled. Nityananda was in complete ecstasy, in trance, and his clothes were shattered a little bit. Moved. So Lord Gauranga immediately took off his cloth and tied it. His cloth from his head and tied it around Nityananda. And then Lord Gauranga or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally smeared sandalwood paste on the body of Nityananda. He then put a flower garland on Nityananda. And then Sri Gauranga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, put Nityananda in front of him and began to offer prayers, and rest of the devotees around were listening attentively. Mind you, Nityananda was in full ecstasy and he wasn't aware of what is happening. He was absorbed in his trance. And here Lord Chaitanya is now worshipping Lord Nityananda and offering prayers. He said, "Your name is Nityananda and your form is Nityananda. You are the abode of eternal bliss, and you are non-different from Balarama. Who has the power to understand you? You are the supreme absolute truth, and you are as good as Krishna." Lord Nityananda was fully absorbed in his Krishna prema. He was not aware. Then Lord Chaitanya asked Nityananda, "Please give me one of your cloth. I have a desire to keep it." And saying this, the Lord took Nityananda's cloth and tore it into small pieces, and he distributed those pieces to all the Vaishnavas. And he told all the Vaishnavas, "All of you tie this piece of cloth on your heads. One can surely get devotional service to Vishnu only by the mercy of Nityananda. You all should know that Nityananda is a complete potency of the Supreme Lord, and there is no one more dear to Krishna than Nityananda. He eternally serves Krishna as a companion, as bed, as an ornament, as an associate, and as a brother." The qualities of Nityananda are incomprehensible even to the Vedas. He is the Father, He is the Protector, He is the friend of all living entities. His dealings are full of transcendental prema for Krishna. If one serves Nityananda, he will attain loving devotional service to Krishna without a doubt. So all of you should tie this piece of Nityananda's cloth on your head with devotion. You should worship this piece of cloth at your homes with great respect. Receiving such an order from the Lord, all the devotees respectfully tied the piece of cloth on their heads. Then Gauranga continued, "Listen, my dear devotees. All of you drink the water that has washed Nityananda's lotus feet. Just by drinking that water, one will attain unflinching devotion to Krishna, and there is no doubt about this." Hearing this, all the devotees began to wash the lotus feet of Nityananda and drank the water respectfully. In fact, everyone drank the water 5 to 7 times. Nityananda was completely in trance, and he was laughing in his trance. He was not very aware of what is happening. Gauranga personally distributed the Charanamrita of Nityananda with great jubilation. After drinking the water, all the devotees went insane and loudly chanted, "Hari Hari, Hari Hari, Hari Hari." Someone said, "Today my life has become successful." Another one said, "Today I have become a servant of Krishna." Another one said, "Today has been an auspicious day for me." Someone else said, "Oh, the water that has washed the lotus feet of Nityananda is so very tasteful. In fact, the sweetness of my mouth does not diminish at all." Such was the wonderful influence of the Charanamrita of Lord Nityananda. All the devotees became agitated. Some of them started dancing, some began to sing, some rolled on the ground, and some shouted loudly. And all the devotees happily started Nama Sankirtana. And they all began to dance. As they danced, Lord Nityananda also got up, and then both the lords began to dance all around the devotees. Some fell on another person, some caught him in his arms, some took the dust of another and put it on his head, some embraced another, someone else began to cry in Krishna Prema. It is very difficult to describe these activities that happened at that time. Both the lords and their servants danced together. Nityananda and Gauranga embraced each other, joyfully dancing in ecstasy. After dancing throughout the day, Lord Gaurahari then sat down, surrounded by his associates. He clapped his hands 3 times, and in a grave manner he said, "Whoever puts faith and devotion in this Nityananda Swarupa actually does it unto me." Even Lord Brahma and even Lord Shiva constantly worship his lotus feet. Therefore, all of you should keep love and devotion to him. If anyone maintains even a tinge of enmity towards Nityananda, then even if such a person is a devotee, he is not dear to me. And if the air that has touched Nityananda's body touches anyone, then Lord Krishna will never leave such a person. Hearing these words from Chaitanya, all the devotees loudly exclaimed, "Jai! Jai!" If one hears these topics of Lord Gauranga and Lord Nityananda with devotion, Lord Gaurachandra becomes his life and soul. Those who have personally seen these pastimes of Nityananda Swarupa certainly know his glories. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Krishna